advantage, you can give it up and disengage.
Yes, please.
Okay, that's your full action, so you can do up to your move or 5 squares. Actually, a full movement. So you get a full movement round, but that's considered your advantage, your action, so you can't do anything else. So you've disengaged. Actually, let me look into that. Yeah, I think you actually can. That may just be considered your movement. And so you can do something.
Seems pretty intense to get rid of an advantage and lose your entire action.
You're put in a superior position. If you choose to drop your advantage, you can move away from your opponent. Yeah, you can actually, that's considered your movement, so you can attack. Go ahead. Did you pick up a spell?
Just channel.
Okay.
I just got in, so no, I haven't done anything.
Oh, you haven't spent XP yet? You haven't picked up a spell from last week?
No.
Okay. All right, so go ahead, channel. Well, you don't even have an arcane. You don't have an arcane.
Just do petty.
Yeah, you don't need to channel then. Just cast your spell.
Poof.
That would be a miss. So, all right. Do you want to re-roll that?
No. I hold on to that for bad thing.
Yeah, okay. Evo comes down, and at the top you see him kind of scream, and he leaps down through the hatch, coming down on this guy. And at this point, I don't think knuckle dusters are going to cut it. So he's going to come in with his sword. Ooh, nice hit. And Vlad goes to dodge. And Evo does 11. Oh, and also you saw you saw that arrow. It's getting pushed out again, Lady Tefane. The arrow that you buried in the right arm. And it gets pushed all the way out and clatters on the ground. And Evo at this point does wounds, comes down and smacks him across the left leg. And cuts him. Wolf, what do you do?
Now, I'm holding a spear, and a spear has a reach of very long. So how close do I have to get before I can make a stab at this guy?
You can actually, from right there, you can stab at him from above, from where you're at.
What I'm going to try and do then.
Yeah, you don't even have to come down the hatch. You can see him and you can just stab down, so go for it. Reroll anything?
Yeah, I'd like to make a dark pact.
Okay, go for it.
I'll hit that reroll button.
There you go.
That's a hit.
Darkness is on my side. You
were
merely born to it.
You gain an advantage, and you do more wounds to him. And Garrett.
I forget what impale means. Does that mean it goes through armor or something?
What's that?
Right.
I said I forgot what impale means. Does that mean it just goes
Make
through
sure
armor?
you click. No, it's a better chance for a critical hit.
Oh,
so
okay.
click that IMP.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. I just forgot what it meant.
It does have, on criticals, it has the ability to go through armor that has weak points. So if you critical, you go right through, you bypass the armor. All right. Garrett, you're up.
Okay. I'll go ahead and maneuver over here to defend the 2 people who are at range. Maybe like here instead.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't be too hard to get there. And I'll go ahead and insight for now to try to build up some advantage. So I can
there you go. Uh-huh.
Let's see. Intuition, actually, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's
very good. That gives you a
advantage?
single advantage, I believe, if you use intuition that way.
Okay, I'll go ahead and take it.
Yep. And Harball is going to wing off another slingshot at +20. And To see, I don't think it has reload. Yeah, so, ooh, nice hit, hardball. And the vampire feels it coming, but is unable to dodge out of the way, so that's a 13-point hit. And he takes some more wounds as it plunks him right across the arm. Right on. And there we go. So, and Hardball gets a advantage for that.
Oh, shoot it! Shoot it again!
Go for it. And that's another hit. At this point, he dodges. Ooh, nope. The only way to beat that is spend a resilience. Otherwise, he dodges. You lose your advantage. He gains one.
Oh. Okay.
And it's Vlad's turn. And you see some of the damage is starting to heal. And at this point, he turns to Evo. And he goes to try to bite him. And Evo throws up his shield. Ooh. And is able to easily... Wait a minute, why is that so high? Oh, yep, he gains another advantage. And Vlad loses his, and you see he... Evo put his shield up as the vampire goes in to come in and bite again. And Dor, it is your turn.
Pew.
Pew pew. Fire away.
Or
That's another miss. All right. Evo. He'll go ahead and attack with his sword again. And Vlad dodges. And
Nice.
does not. And he hits him in the right arm for 4 more. And he gets a third advantage. I think that's his max. No, it isn't. He can get 1 more. All right. And Wolf. Stab away again if that's what you want to do.
I'd say a spear is very steak-like when you think about it. But I guess the thing is that none of us know in character this vampire weakness thing.
Well, I'll get to it once he's down and we can actually drag him around.
Yeah, but say, what's my chance of randomly staking him in the heart just at random?
Well, what are you doing? The spear? That's got a metal front.
Oh, does it technically have to be wood?
It has to be wood. Yeah.
Well, so what's the chances of me stabbing with a spear, breaking the spear off, and then accidentally stabbing him with the wood?
Slim and none.
All in one turn.
All in one turn. No. Well, you can go ahead and stab away.
Well, I missed on that one. Could I tempt the dark fates once more?
You gotta... No. Guess not.
That would be a fumble. You'd lose... Well, actually, I still got to make a dodge.
I'll say, you didn't hear my question, did you?
What was your question?
I said, could I tempt the dark fates once more?
Sure.
Alright.
You blew it anyway. You don't have to. You hit.
But now I hit even better.
Okay. So, you do a 15-point hit.
Guys, I figured it out. You guys keep hitting him in the right arm. His weak point is the left arm.
You're right.
Okay.
I've noticed he's been sleeping on his left side for 200 years. It's still
gain
asleep.
an advantage for that, and you smacked him again. Garrett, you are up.
All right, now's the time for me to use leadership to give someone an advantage. How much do Ivo and Wolf have?
Ivo has 3 right now. Wolf has, I don't know.
I have 2. What's the cap? Is that initiative? Is your cap on an advantage?
Initiative bonus. Yeah.
Right. So I could have one. Actually, I could have 2 more. So I'm at 2. I could have 2 more.
You could give it to Dor. You can give it to Lady Tefane. Anyone.
And Lady Typhane, how are you doing on advantage?
I lost mine because I missed the shot with his crazy good dodge.
All right, I'll give you one just so that you keep up with everyone.
Okay.
Let me find my leadership. Typhane, I believe in you. It's a -1. My voice cracks and a little blood comes out.
Okay, so you don't transfer it yet. Harball. He is going to, of course, sling another bullet. And he misses. Lady Tefane.
I'll shoot him.
Hmm.
Oh.
Oh, nice shot. And Orloff goes and to dodge. And he misses. That is a 14-point hit. That is 7 more. All right. Go ahead and roll a +20 critical to the body.
Yay. Critical.
Stakes his heart.
It was not a good roll. All agility-based tests suffer -10 penalty.
Is
so
dodge
that's
not
bruised
agility?
Ribs. Yeah. So -10. However,
He gets 2 more wounds.
yeah, he takes 2 more wounds. And he goes and he is going to, let's see, continue to attack Evo. Actually, you know what he's going to do? At this point, he comes over here and goes to bite Garrett. And Evo gets an opportunity attack. So Evo gets a +20 opportunity attack. And that's a 12 point. He gets a +60 critical to the body.
I'm in half. Yeah.
Now, however, you see his sword go straight into the body, and it just stays there.
As Garrett
Not
gets
that-
shattered with blood.
Yeah, but it just stays there. And Vlad continues to come, and he goes to bite Garrett.
Question now.
Uh-huh.
Since he was in my range and he moved out of my range as well.
Yeah, you got a critical. Go for it.
Oh, I got a critical. That was easy.
Oh, no, I mean, you've got an opportunity.
No takebacks.
+20.
Don't have to worry about that.
+20.
Yeah, this is the wrong decision to walk away from the 2 fighters.
You say I'm a fighter.
And he takes another wound. That gives you a +10 to the left arm.
Left arm. Oh, there it is.
And chopped in 2.
4
Gain
bleeding.
4 bleeding conditions. However, he's undead. He doesn't bleed.
Do you believe?
So he comes over and he goes to bite you, Garrett.
All right, looks like I'm gonna have to.
Oh! You still got to dodge, but he did fumble.
Yep, and I do have 1 advantage, so I can add 10 to this.
Yeah, add 10 to your dodge.
Somehow bit himself in the face.
Okay.
This time,
And-
instead of leaning into his teeth, I lean away from them.
And he does gain a stun condition.
By biting his tongue?
Well, he,
I mean, that makes sense.
Stepped on a
Yeah.
board that like flew up and hit him in the face.
All right, but he gets to make actually an endurance immediately to see if he overcomes that. My
Oh,
God,
no.
Jesus!
Did hit him.
Every
Better
roll
nice
is
luck.
in the 80s. Go ahead, Dory, you're up.
We just stepped on a rake.
Are you still getting food, Dor?
Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah. Go for it. It's your turn.
Okay, let's be useful, please. Yay, I was useful.
Okay, go ahead. You make a plus 15. That's a plus 80 critical to the body. I think it's the body. It's actually, you reverse the 08, it becomes an 80, which is the left leg. Go ahead.
So it was plus what to the left leg?
You got a plus 80 critical to the left leg. Left leg.
You die again.
Like we're chopping him apart right now.
Right, and so the leg is shattered. So his movement is severely limited, but he's still alive. You gain an advantage for that. Evo.
I will shout over at Eva. We either need to get him into the water or get some wood in his heart.
Does he have wood? An arrow bolt would probably do it. Okay, so he's going to use his brawling, and because he's got strike to stun, that is a special skill. You ignite call shot. Further, all improvised weapons have the pummel quality. So this would be considered an improvised weapon. So he'll come in with his brawling and make a roll. And he has how many advantage? Plus 30. So he's going to gain plus 30 advantage for this, plus 20, plus 50 for the rear shot. And so he pulls out a bolt, does a plus 50 hit. And actually, sorry, that would be minus 20 for the call shot to the heart. So that's a plus 3 success level. Let's see what Orloff does on the dodge. No. And you see the thing suddenly start flaming up. The whole body starts flaming and then turns to ash.
All right, so who wants to open the next box?
Yeah, anything could be in there. Could even be a boat.
I think I'd like a little bit of my blood back.
Drink a lot of water.
Okay, and there's another coffin. There's one coffin over on the left side that is open. There's another coffin on the right that is closed.
Should really get Evo, since he's very good at this sort of thing, to get like a stake ready and then open it and then try to stake it if there's another one in there.
What if we don't do that? What if we just take it upstairs, throw it into the water, and then set it on fire while it's floating in the water?
That's what we tried to do, is when we moved the coffin, this one burst out of it.
What if we nail it shut first?
We could do that.
Jesus. I can't get a roll under 80 right now. Anyway, unfortunately, Harball tries to heal you. He did a re-roll. You get 1 wound back, Garrett. That's it.
Woo.
Okay, so you guys go to lift the second coffin, and it feels really light.
Child vampire. Got it.
Let's bring it up to the deck in the sunlight before we open it.
Okay, actually, you can go up to the very top, and you can open the two. There's large doors for craning in material. Roughly, pretty much right over here. And Bernhardt lowers a crane that you can, with some rope that you can wrap around the coffin. And he winches the coffin up into the sunlight. And you open it, and it's empty.
So, just out of curiosity, where were you delivering these in Marienburg?
Oh, not entirely sure. I was going to be contacted when I got there.
Wait a second. How many other people are on this boat?
4 total.
You. There's nobody else that's not sick besides you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the other 3 are downstairs in bed?
The other 2 are sick. Yeah.
Other 2. Wait, you said 4
Yeah,
or
the
you said 3?
last one is the child.
Okay. One of them. I'm sorry. I'm assuming at this point we'd have time to confer, and that Garrett would have said something about the cross, right?
Yes.
Right. So maybe try letting the other one hold the cross for a second.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you hold the cross and close to the 2, and neither are reacting to it.
Okay. I thought maybe this one was empty because the other one was posing as one of the crew or something like that. You know, obviously not the guy who's standing out here in the sunlight, but one of them that's hiding down below pretending to be sick, I thought maybe was a vampire.
No. Mm-mm.
Also, just assumed it was a cross. I don't know what the symbol...
It was a symbol of tall.
Right, but I don't know what that
yeah.
looks like.
Yeah. Oh, a stag.
Oh, okay. He's one of those 2 guys, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, I remember there's the paired gods that are like the nature people.
Bernhard looks most unhappy. He says, I'm going to have to answer for that cargo. I don't have any cargo now.
Well, the cargo
But-
did try to kill you. I'm sure there'll be a little understanding.
Maybe I'll just nail it back shut and get out of town. Deliver. He says, if you... I'll write you up something, and he writes up a little writ. He says, if you show this to a Temple of Moor, there might be a reward.
Follow-up question, though. Just to catch up again with everything that Garrett has told us. That heraldic symbol, whatever that was on the coffin. Did that have anything to do with the people that hired you to transport this?
No, it was a merchant company.
Okay.
One
Which
I've
is-
done business with before.
Which is
I don't know
somewhat
how they got
worse. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they got their hands a hold of it.
Which is somewhat worse because either they were hired by somebody to transport this
You cut
vampire.
out.
I said, which is either worse because they were hired by somebody to transport this vampire, or the vampire itself hired you or them to transport them somewhere. Which means there's a whole network now that's going to be wondering where this vampire is.
Wint, yes. Absolutely. Okay, so
That's another thread to follow.
yeah.
Make a note of that, folks, that in Marienburg there's a vampire cult.
At this point, Bernhard thanks you. Harball is pretty convinced that the 2, the other son and Hans the friend, are going to recover completely.
Then I'll be
And-
okay too, right?
Yeah, you're going to be fine. Unless you happen to actually drink some of the, you have to drink his blood.
Don't go licking any of the
Well, I need to
weapons.
get mine back, so I gotta start drinking. But
I can
think
have
it's
you
time
make a
for us
roll to see if you want to become a vampire.
Yeah, no. I think it's time we get back onto our boat and get back on the road here.
Okay, so you guys end up continuing.
I'm actually curious, real quick.
hmm
So we killed that guy, right?
Yeah, he had a feat, a creature trait called Die Hard. No matter how hard the creature is hit, it gets back up. All critical wounds not resulting in death can be healed. All you just brings them back up. Even death may be healed.
Okay. So if he turned into a vampire, he really wouldn't be bound to him then.
Who?
Because aren't you normally bound to a vampire when you're turned?
Yes, by the sire. Yeah,
But he's
but
dead.
it doesn't matter. What does that mean? All vampires.
I think he
are dead.
means that
immortal.
Garrett would be an unbound vampire if he turned into a vampire by drinking this guy's blood, which means it's
Well, first of all, it'd have to take him to 0, and then the vampire would have to give him some of his blood.
Although
But,
I guess the consequence there is that you might then be bound to this vampire's sire. Assuming they still exist.
Right, which at least we could avoid, maybe. But yeah,
No,
I'm not
no.
gonna do anything this ridiculous right now.
Yeah, he didn't become a vampire, so yeah, and he couldn't now at this point. The body
Well,
went into ashes.
all we gotta do is Weekend at Bernie's as vampire.
True. No, the Garrett's
Another
fine.
noble I can dress up as now.
All right, so you guys continue on your way. By evening, Evo's going to have to make a roll for this. It's a long stretch of the journey, and he has. Where is that? Not swim. What is it? Sail, right? Oh, yes, he has sail.
Come on, Evo, don't be one of those people that gets lost on a straightaway.
And he's fine. You guys have to put up lanterns in the front of the boat for the last part of the journey as nighttime comes. And eventually you can see on the left side of the river the lights of the humble professor. And you dock up without incident, and everybody spends shillings for food. 1 shilling again if you're 2 shillings if you're eating well, 1 shilling if you're eating poor.
I'm going
Or 1
to
average, sorry, average.
Oh, okay.
Go-
Shameful
and-
display. I'll eat.
What's up? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
nope.
Can I do that?
Yeah. You're both wood
I
elves.
forgot
Yeah.
where it's out. There it is.
Yep.
Hey, I've got a bow.
Yeah. Go ahead. Anybody who fumbles, you're going to encounter a beastman group. Just to let you know, you're not kind of going as a group. You're
You can eat those,
going
right?
out somewhat individually. So just warning you. Anyone who fumbles on an outdoor survival, and you've encountered a beastman group
Oh, man.
in the woods.
Kind of
Not
wish
a
I had...
bear.
What if you do a critical success?
That means you get more food.
encounter the opposite of a beastman group.
Yes.
A
You,
human group.
All right.
You could find something.
Morning time. The weather continues to be nice. A little windy today. And you travel throughout the day without incident, and you arrive at the town of Grissenwald.
That's a good map.
The only negative is it's hard to see the numbers. He did the numbers very poorly. It should have been in a brighter color. Really difficult to pull the numbers out of that map.
Yeah, a ton of places to see here.
But it
Red,
literally fits perfectly on the overlay, so...
Yeah, red on red is tough. If you'd done a different color, I'd say this is a perfect map. This was made by Andy Law, who did the rules.
And
He
has
loves
a
making maps.
amazing last name.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sitting here like that is a movie name if I've ever heard.
Yeah.
You had so
but-
many opportunities to name your kids awesome names, too.
Like Marshall.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Everybody
there
shut
are-
up! Martial law is here!
So you guys dock here at the Nordenhofen, and in the Nordenhofen there is an inn, the top deck, as well as the Bay Horse, 2 inns along this part of the Nordenhofen. And so you go into an inn. Which one do you want to go to? It's hard to find them. It is.
You
let me
say
get
Top
close.
Deck was the name of an inn?
Yeah, top deck.
'Cause, I mean, I'd like to top deck.
This is the top deck right here. And the bay horse is, I think, right there. So 2 inns. And so which one? The top deck? Okay. So as you guys go into the top deck, you see a number of locals as well as traveling people. The Gravines group is staying on their boat. It's a large river boat. They're not offloading at all. And because of the body on board.
Sorry, just 77. What does that say? Sorry, not to interrupt. It seems really important to know what this town is about. What is 77?
77 is the flesh market.
That's what I thought. Okay, this town is not great, guys. I think we should get out of here.
Flesh market? What the hell is that? I'd never even noticed that before.
I saw the posters when we were coming in. This town is a flesh market. I think we got to get out of here.
Yeah, that's a slave market.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Empire.
Yeah, that's the Empire. Slavery is not illegal.
Okay, well, you defined it as slavery. I was thinking cannibalism.
No, it's not that. I don't flesh market. Yeah, the Empire, slavery in the Empire is legal, so yeah,
All right.
that'd be a slaver market.
So at the moment, we're determined to go ahead and continue onwards towards Nuln and not stay here for long, correct?
As you're in here, you notice there are 2 dwarves who are drunk. And
Bad news?
yeah, no, they're totally drunk. And one of them says very loudly, "Hey," to his friend, "you smell anything strange in here?" And the other one goes, "Yeah, it's coming from that dead elf over there," looking at you, Dor. The other one goes, "It moved. It can't be dead." The other one responds, "Well, we could always fix that." And they both stand up. One of them grabs a bottle and the other one grabs a club.
I'm gonna get my quarterstaff ready.
Look, excuse me, allow me to introduce myself. You see, I was just coming through, and you see, the fish on the way were really bad, and I have to ask you a few questions if you don't mind. And I will blather at them. Not very well,
Okay.
apparently, but I'll go ahead and re-roll that, because I'm gonna rest eventually.
Yeah, let me see if I have a handout for this. Yeah, there it is.
+1. Alright.
Okay.
Are they smarter than a +1?
They're not the smartest dwarves.
I
But
didn't think so.
a rude interruption is what this is called. Let's go over back to here temporarily, and here is a handout.
Rude it is. To my face.
And,
Hey, let's knock this guy out for slavery.
and you also hear the barkeep. "You two, if you keep causing trouble, I'm going to call the watch. It's the 3rd night this week." And go ahead, you make a blather. Let me find their. This is Death on the Reich, NPC, and there it is. And they have to make a in test. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Uh-oh.
I thought so.
Uh-oh. Nope. And nope. And they stop for a second, just kind of stunned at you. One of them has, let's see, I forgot how that works. You have 6 success levels, so I'm reverbing someone.
Yeah. So that'd be 7 success levels. Success means opponent is stunned +1 per level of blather.
Okay, per
I don't
level.
think there's anything extra off of that. I think it's just
Okay.
2, right?
Okay, so yeah, there's nothing extra. That's why I was checking. So how many levels in blather do you have?
Just 1 at the moment.
Okay, then that's a +2 success level. Don't forget, you get your levels as success levels when you use a talent. So your roll came out with a success level, and then you get a +1 on top of that.
Alright, so I have 2 success levels. They have -6. So
you beat both, and they both have a stun, and they're just kind of staring at you.
yeah, so they have a stun, and then blather explicitly is 1 more stun. Yeah, so default 2 at the moment. For succeeding at all. Right?
Right.
Make sure I'm getting this all right. It's been a minute.
And they are they have to actually make endurances to come out of the stun. That's one thing they actually are pretty decent at. Yeah. So let's see if they come out of it. 1, 2. One of them does, and he turns his head at the barkeep, thinks about it a bit, turns to his friend, slaps him across the face. Snap out of it. Let's go. And the two of them are glaring at both you, Dor, and you, Lady Tefane, as they leave the establishment.
My nose up like I can smell something foul.
And the barkeep goes, you could see the barkeep breathes a sigh of relief. He goes, thank God. Damn dwarves, they're just nothing but drunkards. Here. Worthless alcoholics. Sorry about that. Drinks on me. And he gets you all a drink of mead. All of you. And yes?
Yeah.
I was just saying, yay!
Okay. And what do you do?
I think just a quick group discussion. So we're not going to stay here for long, and we're going to continue on to Nuln. But who we're interested in is in Grissenwald.
Yes.
We could start doing some preliminary asking around, and then return later. So while we're here, maybe we should do a little bit of that.
All right.
I know
Well,
I'm the
you're
smaller of the group, so
you're here. What? You're in front of the barkeep at the bar right now.
yeah.
This barkeep
so-
says, "You guys want some food?
Oh,
Got a
of
real
course.
nice roast chicken tonight."
Wouldn't mind hearing about what's going around town either. Who's the?
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mhm. Go ahead. So he starts getting you food. Go ahead. What about town?
Oh well, what's been going on around here? What's the latest news? Who's the?
Oh, nothing unusual. The typical stuff. We get traders coming and going. Being a river town, there is actually. Well, I stand corrected. There's been attacks on outlying villages.
Attacks? By who?
Yeah, we don't know. Personally, if you ask me, it's them damn dwarves. You know, they bought that mine from the noble woman, and now they've spent all of their just spending all their money. They live in a slum. Absolute alcoholics they are.
I suppose it's like dwarves to just buy up a cave and live in it, huh?
But no, they sold it.
Oh,
They sold it. Yeah. They
well,
had
I thought it was the other way around.
no, they had a mine up in the Black Peaks. My understanding is they sold it to a noblewoman, and as part of the settlement, they built the noblewoman a tower.
Huh.
And since then, they've just been spending money, getting drunk, and causing problems here in the town. Damn dwarves.
Which noblewoman did they sell it off to?
I don't know. Pretty woman, blonde hair. I remember her. She wasn't in town very much. Heavy
so she doesn't live
perfume.
around here.
Yeah, heavy perfume. I haven't seen her in a while. She left. I do remember that she left a couple of weeks ago, if I remember right. At least 2 weeks ago, maybe a little longer. She took a boat up to Kemperbed.
This tower, I think I may have seen it on the way down. Would it happen to have been one, like, being built over at, if I was looking at the map, I could probably say it.
Wittgenstein?
You remember the one we passed down on the river that, was built on the huge black obelisk, right?
Oh, the Black Obelisk. That was up here. Yeah, actually, right
Yeah,
here.
so like north of the Heart Inn or south of it. Yeah.
No, not that. I've never seen the tower myself. It was, from what I understand, they built it from scratch, and that was a few years ago, if I remember right, 2 or 3.
Oh, so it's been around a while then.
Yeah, up in the Black Peaks, which is about 5 miles south of here. 5, 10 miles, something like that.
Let's see. Well, the mountains are like over here. There's some over here, and then there's this. Is he talking about like Werthstheim?
No. The Black Peaks are actually just south, right here from Grissenwald. You guys can't see them yet because it's dark, but they're quite noticeable.
All right, so they are there.
And maps. Where's my maps? There they are. Yeah. Let's see. What is the 500 yards? You had to do it in yards. Seriously? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God. 10. That's 5,000 yards, which is how many miles? It's 15. So it's about 10, 15 miles south of Grissenwald. He says, yeah, there's a number of outlying villages between here and the Black Peaks. The ones that are most furthest away have been attacked and destroyed. That's all the word lately. No one knows who's done it yet.
Huh. Well, awfully strange, but I hope someone sorts that out soon.
Yes, I know. It's got everybody in a ruckus here.
You don't think they'd come over here? This looks like a nice big town. No one would ever attack this place.
I don't know. Hope not.
Well, all the same, I'll drink to your safety and I'll just take a chug of my brandy.
And you find out that dwarves are living here. Kalzid, dang it. How do you pronounce that again? Kazid Slumble.
Even sounds like a dwarven slum. Alright. Well, that's a handy little bit of information so far.
So you know she left 2 weeks ago, heading north.
And we didn't pass by her.
No, not that you noticed.
Maybe we should check out that castle. Maybe that's where she went.
Ooh, maybe. Of course, if this is her and the tower is hers, or maybe if some of her enemies knew where she was, I suppose the thing to do would be to confirm, is this the person we're actually interested in? Which would mean to talk with more dwarves. I'm still bleeding heavily. Harald, if you wouldn't mind patching me up after dinner.
Yeah, well, you only get the benefit of 1 healing.
I thought that was the other day.
That was, oh yeah, it was. Actually,
Yeah,
sorry.
So this is a new day.
So this is a full nother day. So first of all, you get your endurance plus 20. Night's sleep. First night's sleep.
Oh, endurance is a skill, isn't it?
That's it. You did it. Oh yeah. So roll endurance. You can roll it off of combat or the skills. So you get your toughness bonus back.
That would be 3, I'm pretty sure. Yep.
Yeah, and then Harball goes to heal you again. And you get 1 plus 4 is 5 more back.
Cool. That has actually patched me up more or less. Fantastic.
All right, so what do you want to talk to the dwarves?
Yeah, that could be a possible thing to do. What do you guys think? Anyone want to go down there with me?
Sure, I'll back you up.
I'm an elf. I don't know how smart that would be for me, but
Right.
I'm
They
interested.
indicated that they'd love to get your skin. So maybe I should just go with Gaston here.
Yeah, 'cause I'm still dressed up like a guard, so...
Okay,
Maybe
at
I
this
go as
point,
well.
in the inn is also a hobbit, a halfling, And she's got a parchment, and she's staring at you guys. She's looking at the parchment. She's staring at. Can you read right?
No,
No,
I don't think so. That's a talent, or is that a skill?
that'd be a talent.
I don't have that talent.
Okay. So he's still looking at a parchment, looking at you guys. Comes up. He says, "Are you the ones that have been commissioned to go find some noble woman?"
And who would you be?
Introduce yourself.
I'd be Gertrude Muffintop, soldier of this great realm.
What an
You-
adorable name.
Muffin Top. Sounds like a very fabulous family.
And are you a soldier?
Yes.
Okay. And are you you want to be a soldier of the Empire?
Yes.
Okay. So you have been sent, because there hasn't been much word back from this group on what's going on. So you have been sent to try to track them down, to aid them, and also to get word back to the count who sent you guys.
So she's like the Empire's official minder for these folks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she'll
I
say as
assume
much.
you have some sort of like written letter or symbol or some code word or something.
You do have
like
an
that indicates
extra,
who you are.
yeah, an extra letter that he can't read. She can't read, but she gives it to you. Who can read here of you
I
guys?
can.
Okay, gives it to you, Garrett. And yes, it's an official note stamped with Count Woffin's sigil and heraldry. And it says that, yes, she is to aid and report, get information back.
Well,
With
I
a
will,
little note.
Mhm.
Please do send more letters frequently. I am starting to get worried.
Well, I suppose we should send a letter back. We did only just arrive here, though. So maybe, Typhane,
Yes?
you could probably write a very nice letter that will, make them feel better, I suppose.
Yeah, and I'm sure I can use my noble etiquette too. So
We've only just arrived here, so I suppose at least you'll just be telling them we're here safe and sound.
yes.
So you sleep the night. Do you guys still want to powwow here? Or are we ready for you to go to sleep?
That was a little bit of powwowing. I think we were thinking of maybe talking with the dwarves initially.
Yeah.
We still want to do that?
Yeah, I'm with you.
I agree. Yes, we should do that.
Okay, so the nighttime, you guys sleep well. If any of you are wounded, you could still make an endurance to recover wounds. Morning comes. It is, let's see, most likely still going to be, really nice weather. Absolutely beautiful sunny day. And it's actually starting to get warm. So for those of you with heavy armor, keep that in mind. Plate, anyone wearing plate?
Yeah, I'm still just in chain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
still a
chain's
shame.
fine. Chain breeze. Even though I had a friend, we went to a Ren fair and he made his own full chainmail armor, top to bottom, full chain
Nice.
coat, right? As well as the chain hat. And it was about a 90-degree day. And from the time from where we parked to where we got to the Ren fair, he
died.
stopped at the first, he stopped at the first refreshment stand, got a huge drink, took off his helmet, the chainmail coif. His face was beet red, and he downed the entire thing.
Yeah.
The
And it
thing
was
with
just
chainmails, you want to put it like underneath something that's not going to absorb all the sun forever.
Oh my God, it was hilarious. He was just beet red, and just from a walk, short walk,
Especially
actually.
with chain, you have to wear padding underneath it, so it's like wearing winter clothing and then something that soaks up the sun. Like
Yeah, he had
underneath.
padding. He did not have a tunic or anything over it. That was his problem. So it was just soaking up the sun. Anyway, all right. So it's morning time, and you guys want to go to Kazid Slumbowl.
Yeah, I'll probably check up on the Gravine's boat, just go on plans and say like, oh, we'll be here for just a little while longer, but we'll take off right after you soon.
All right. So the two of you, let's go ahead and get your figures, are here.
Real quick, while we were sleeping and whatnot, can I memorize a couple spells?
Yeah.
Okay, it was 100 XP each, right?
Right. Huh. Oh, you uploaded your own. That's the problem. Let's see.
I am always a problem.
Yeah, I can't drag and drop.
Well, the thing is, though, you have my token because I dropped it on Discord before to give to you specifically.
You did. So
because
let me
you
see.
did put my you put my token on a map once, so conceivably one of your maps has Gaston.
I just got to find out what name I uploaded it under. Just give me a sec. I'm gonna take 5 seconds and do this. View medium icons.
Never retrieved my outfit, so
yeah. Hold on.
Wolf just mysteriously vanished once again, as he always does. This time hasn't been seen in a long
I'm sure
time.
he'll show up eventually.
Yeah. With
Now,
a story about what happened to him and where he's been.
huh.
It was
Okay, get
a
off.
ridiculous French accent.
OneDrive. God, I hate OneDrive. Man, if
Me
you don't
too.
like OneDrive, it is a pain in the ass. They want Microsoft's way to try to fleece more money out of you. And oh, your OneDrive's almost full. You should get more money. I mean, buy more space.
Yeah, you
And
should
then
get more money.
I'm trying to get off of it, and it is an absolute pain in the ass to get off of it. Okay, I'm still not seeing your token. How did I get your token up there? Okay,
Yeah,
well.
I thought I sent you one as well.
You did. I got yours up. But it's always the challenge is what name did I upload it under? I don't really have a standard per se, which is my problem. I should, but when you have 1,000 tokens, it's kind of hard to maintain a standard. No, I'm not seeing your token.
It's weird that it drags it out as Wolf, since it's clearly not the picture that's on the token.
I know. Let me see what happens if I do this. Let's get your character up just for a second. Sorry for the interruption here.
Oh, do you think it has like the default token image?
Yeah, it does. So let me remove that. Now, if I pull from here, it's going to default to that.
There we go.
Which is Gaston, so now let's just do that. But now, do I have my wolf token or did I lose that one? Yeah. So I just keep this token lying around somewhere. All right. And then if I have to, I just assign it to you.
I'm sure next time we go to that inn map, I'll be there.
Okay. So, and you guys you go outside of the gate, 1 shilling tax. Sorry.
I thought it was free today.
For both of you two. Gate fee. So,
paid off.
Okay. And you, Gaston?
Yeah, I pay.
Okay. And let me edit that token, show nameplate. There we go. There we go. So now I got both. All right. Now, and you enter Casus Belli, and the buildings are all run down. You see a couple of dwarves seated on their asses, somewhat drunk or in the process of being drunk, getting drunk just outside against the buildings. The whole place looks depressed and somewhat deserted. Now, eventually, a couple of the dwarves stagger up, and they come up to you and they go, "What do you want?"
Oh, well, I'm just looking to have a nice walk, maybe a little friendly conversation, maybe a drink, and I will pull out a bottle of ale I purchased at the inn.
He kind of glares at you a little bit.
How much would that cost, by the way? I'm going to deduct it.
Oh, I don't know.
A pint would be like 3D.
Yeah, that's pence. 3
Okay,
pence.
that's pence. Okay, so I probably have like a good handful of those.
Hey, so
I'll have
you
like
can
3.
get. I'll take some alcohol, sure. You give it to him.
Yes.
He takes it. He turns
Like
around, goes back, and sits down against the building.
Okay, and I'll go ahead and pull out another one and start taking some drinks with him.
All right.
So, I hear there's a noblewoman involved with all the dwarf troubles around here.
She stole our mine from us. She did.
Story I heard was that you sold it. I take it that's not quite true.
Sold it. Now, how did we? She found gold in there. It was a coal mine. We didn't know there was gold in there.
Ah, so a trick then.
So she stole it from us. We sold it for a pittance of its worth. You
What is
shouldn't
her-
be talking to me. You should be talking to our leader.
Well, if he's up for a drink, I don't see why we couldn't share one.
Follow me. He staggers up, and you see him staggering towards a main building, which is right about here. And you see it's a long house, low long house,
Mm-hmm.
stout door. The door being built for doors, the door is quite low. And as the door opens, smoke comes out, and you see smoke coming from it actually just starts coming straight out. He says he's in there. Glenn Great Hammer is his name.
All right, I will go inside.
Both of you go in. Both of you make toughness tests, please. Actually, sorry, endurance, no modifier.
The thing I have nothing in.
Very good.
Hello.
Gaston, you start coughing. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, I totally forgot about this. All of you, with the exception, actually, all of you, make a endurance test for being around the vamp who causes moderate corruption, vampiric corruption.
All of you, with the exception of all of you, which would mean none of you.
Okay, Evo gets another one. Actually, you know what? His willpower plus toughness, his toughness bonus plus his willpower sucks. He is actually going to re-roll that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Evo was about to roll over.
Okay. Evo
Two
gets
fumbles on the exact same number.
1 corruption point. You corruption point, Gaston. Yeah, exactly. Lady Tiffane, do you want to re-roll that?
Sure, I might as well. I was shooting it. Is it still within that range, or?
It's you were in a visual sight.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And let's see, Harball actually gets corruption. And you make it. Good for you. And let's do Gaston. You blew it too. Get another corruption. All right. Uh-oh. Okay. Now, so both of you, Gaston, you start coughing. And because the smoke is so thick in here. And you hear a deep commanding voice in the distance. You can't see through the smoke. Yeah? Come in. Stop coughing.